Hey, what's up, buddies? And today I just want to quickly finish this story I've been reading since Thursday. So let's do this. The Memento, the fourth part. My dear Ida, says Arthur. Of course, I went by my real name while I was in Southport. This former affection was a spiritual one, in fact, although the lady aroused my deepest sentiments, and was, as I thought, my ideal woman. I never met her and never spoke to her. It was an ideal love. My love for you, while no less ideal, but as different. It was an ideal love. Sorry, I read it already. My love for you, while no less ideal, is different. You wouldn't let that come between us. Was she pretty? I asked. She was very beautiful, said Arthur. Did you see her often? I asked. Sometimes like a dozen times, says he. Always from a distance, says I. Always from quite a distance, says he. And you loved her? I asked. She seemed my ideal of beauty and grace and soul, says Arthur. And this keepsake that you keep under lock and key and moon over all at times, is that a remembrance from her? A memento, says Arthur, that I have treasured. Did she send it to you? It came to me from her, says he. In a roundabout way, I asked. Somewhat roundabout, says he, and yet rather direct. Why didn't you ever meet her? I asked. Were your positions in life so different? She was far above me, says Arthur. Now Ida. He goes on. This is all of the past. You're not going to be jealous, are you? Jealous, says I. Why, man? Why, man? What are you talking about? It makes me think 10 times as much of you as I did before I knew about it. And it did, Lynn, if you can understand it. The ideal love was a new one on me, but it struck me as being the most beautiful and glorious thing I have ever heard of. Think of a man loving a woman he'd never even spoke to and being faithful just to what his mind and heart pictured her. Oh, it sounded great to me. The man I'd always known come at you with either diamonds, knockout drops on or a raise of salary, and there's ideals. Well, 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 we'll say no more. Yes, it made me think more of Arthur than I did before. I couldn't be jealous of that faraway divinity that he used to worship, for I was going to have him myself, and I began to look upon him as a saint on earth, just as old lady Gurley did. About 4 o'clock this afternoon, a man came to the house for Arthur to go and see somebody that was sick among his church bunch. Old lady Gurley was taking her afternoon snore on a couch, so that left me pretty much alone. In passing by Arthur's study, In passing by Arthur's study, I looked in and saw his bunch of keys hanging in the drawer of his desk, where he'd forgotten them. Well, I guess we're all to the Mrs. Bluebeard now and then. Ain't we, Lynn? I made up my mind I'd have a look at that memento he kept so secret. Not that I cared where it was just curiosity. While I was opening the drawer, I imagined one or two things it might be. I thought it might be a dried rosebud she had dropped down to him from a balcony, or maybe a picture of her he'd cut out of a magazine, she being so high up in the world. I opened the drawer and there was the rosewood casket, about the size of a gent's collar box. I found the little key in the bunch that fitted, and it unlocked and raised the lid. I took one look at the memento, and then I went to my room and packed my trunk. I threw a few things into my grip, gave my hair a flirt or two with a side comb, put on my hat, and went in and gave the old lady's foot a kick. I'd tried awfully hard to use proper and correct language while I was there for Arthur's sake. And I had the habit down pat. But it left me then. Stop sewing gourds, says I, and sit up and take notice. The ghosts about to walk. I'm going away from here, and I owe you $8. The expressman will call for my trunk. I handed her the money. Dear me, Miss Crosby, says she, is anything wrong? I thought you were pleased here. Dear me, young women are so hard to understand and so different from what you expect them to be. You're damn right, says I. Some of them are, but you can't say that about men. When you know one man, you know them all. That settles the human race questions. And then I caught the 438 soft call unlimited, and here I am. You didn't tell me what was in the box, Lee, said Miss Dermande anxiously. One of those yellow silk garters that I used to kick off my leg into the audience during that old vaudeville swing act of mine. Is there any of the cocktail left, Lynn? Nice ending. Alright, guys. We don't have so much stories to read. I'm gonna switch the book, I would say in a couple weeks, probably in a week. So we'll figure out that. See you tomorrow on the next story. Thank you for joining. Bye.